What is going on, everybody? I go by the name of Curry, and I want to thank you guys for joining me here today on SneakerPhetish. Once again, it's Yeezy Day over here at SneakerPhetish, and today we are taking a look at the latest 380 Yeezy that's dropped in the collection. Without further ado, let's take a look. Boom. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Adidas Yeezy Boost 380 Mist. Not a bad looking shoe. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I put this on Twitter as well. If you don't follow me on Twitter, make sure you follow me there at LyricalPhetish, and Instagram too. Follow me there too. But I was actually on Twitter and I was talking about this sneaker. I usually put little shots up when I first get a shoe in. And I'll be honest with you guys, just like I said on there, I was prepared to really flame these sneakers up big time. I mean, I was gonna talk bad about them, guys. But here's the thing. They don't look that bad. They're actually a pretty nice looking sneaker here. I'm not gonna lie about that. They look good. Like, I mean, honestly, like maybe it's the colorway that I like the most about it, but you know what? Let's just take a little deeper look at the sneaker and then we'll get into my personal thoughts about it. All right, guys, starting with the upper of the sneaker here, again, you get this really nice prime knit upper, really fitted to the foot on the 380. I like how it's a little bit higher. The back gives you a little bit more of that heel support, but again, that really nice flexible but forming around your foot prime knit material. Now, the color scheme on this one, very interesting, very reminiscent of the Alien, where it seems like it was a couple of colors, but the colors are ripping away, showing different colors underneath the different layers of the sneaker here. I think that's a dope concept. You start off with the base layer here. You kind of have this green kind of color here, kind of looks like trees in a forest, if you will. Then you have this grayish, brownish kind of color here, which I really think is reminiscent of the mist in the air. And then you have the gray color on top of that, which is a really nice overtone. And I really like how all three of these colors come together really nicely. Now you have this more pronounced beige on this translucent resin material here. It almost looks like a peach color. That's how beige it is, but it's really, really nice. Now that's offset here by these brown, almost looking peach-ish kind of laces. I really like the colors that they put together on these. They flow really, really nicely. As far as the midsole here, you get this nice semi-translucent midsole here. You can actually see the bottom part of the prime knit upper underneath the top part of that midsole. I like that. And of course, you also see this really thick, boosty midsole going all along the entire length of the shoe. Very comfortable. Getting a top-down look at the sneaker here, you get this hidden stitching. You know, Yeezy has been playing a couple of games with this hidden stitching lately. Sometimes it's exposed, sometimes it's hidden. On this one, you get this really nice, clean looking hidden stitching. I really like the direction that they took on the insole of the shoe. Instead of being safe and doing that dark greenish kind of anthracite color, they actually went light on this one and went with this really nice light taupe, light brown color here with that Yeezy Adidas co-branding on the heel. What that also means is be careful wearing these because all your little sock fuzzies are definitely gonna show up on the insole of these. And last but not least, on the outsole of the sneaker here, it's funny, on the Aliens, people call this an alien print type of outsole, but now on the Mist, we realize that it's just going to be the traction pattern of the Adidas Yeezy Boost 380. I really like it. It's very grippy, has great traction on it, and honestly, this one almost looks like algae to me. I don't know. Every time I look at this, it's like an ink block test. It looks a little bit different. This one kind of looks like algae, those seaweed plants, but I like it. It's nice. And that's about it when it comes to the Yeezy 380 Boost Mist. I mean, it's a really nice colorway, really nice looking shoe, but the thing that I like the most about it is that it's simple. It tells you exactly what the sneaker is, and it looks exactly like what the sneaker is. Now, some of Kanye's sneakers with the Hebrew names and stuff, you got to do all your work and your due diligence and study all into what they mean. But then a lot of these other shoes here, they're pretty simple. These look like mist really inside of a jungle here. If you look at photos of jungles during certain times of the day, like when the sun is just rising, things of that nature, there's a lot of dew, a lot of water that's all over the jungle on plants, especially after a fresh rain. What ends up happening, of course, is evaporation. And as the water evaporates, it creates mist. That mist combined with the trees and the sunlight actually tends to look a lot like the colors that are in this shoe. They look a little bit brown, looks a little bit green sometimes because of all the different colors going on in the jungle at the same time. So whoever came up with the idea, be it Kanye or somebody from his design team, definitely either saw some photos or they were out in nature themselves during that time where they saw a lot of mist in the air and they realized, hey, that would look pretty good on a shoe. This colorway just works for me. It's really, really nice. Even with that weird angled heel on the back of the sneaker here that makes it look like you got a balance weird on it to not fall over. I don't know. I still like it. And I don't know, maybe if I'm just getting more used to 380s now, getting used to wearing them a little bit more now, or the colors just really do it for me more than the aliens. But I'll be honest with you guys, this is a really solid addition to any Yeezy collection that you may already have. So the question of the day is, how come nobody bought this sneaker? When it dropped, it bricked almost immediately. Nobody was buying this sneaker. It was sitting on websites. And not only that, but it was sitting on websites before Yeezy Supply even dropped it. Now, I believe that it sold out on Yeezy Supply, but at the end of the day, you can find these very cheap, if not under retail, even on aftermarket sites like StockX and Go. So what's wrong with the shoe? Did people not like the model? Did people not like the colorway? Did people not like the price at $230 a pop as opposed to the $220 for a 350 version 2? What was it about this shoe that people didn't like? I think I got the answer. This shoe right here. The Yeezy 350 version 2 Cinder is why I believe the Yeezy 380 Mist sat and nobody really bought it. Let me break it down. These two sneakers literally dropped within the same week. As a matter of fact, I ordered my Cinders off of the raffle on the Adidas site and didn't even get them until about a day before I got my Mist in the mail as well. These dropped very, very close together and I got them delivered almost on the same day. Now again, this sneaker is $220, which cost me $239 and change on the Adidas site. This sneaker cost $230, which means it cost me around $250 on the Adidas site. So these two sneakers together cost $490. So that means that within a span of a couple of days of one another, I spent almost $500 on Yeezys. That's $490 for these two pairs. Now, here's the thing. Most people wanted the Cinders. They're a black Yeezy, they're a Yeezy 350 version 2, they're a classic silhouette. They're definitely the more popular silhouette between the two of these. So this one naturally was gonna sit if you had to choose between either one of these sneakers. And I think most people went for the Cinders. But you know what though? I think that's pretty genius on Kanye's part, right? Because when the Cinders sold out, people still had another Yeezy that they could choose from if they wanted to get another Yeezy Boost. The Mist. Kanye is not playing when he says Yeezys for everybody. They're oversaturating the market right now for a very good reason. Number one, because people are buying up the sneakers. Number two, to ensure that everybody can't buy everything. Now, unless you're a reseller and you have unlimited credit cards and you're just spending and flipping, a lot of people that are just regular old consumers that want to wear their shoes, they don't have $500 for both of these pairs of shoes, but if they missed out on one, they at least have another one that they can fall back on as a consolation prize. And that's the interesting thing about it. I think Adidas is actually taking a little bit of a page out of Nike's book here when it comes to consolation prize sneakers when you missed out on the bigger, more hyped up drop. Nike does this all the time. How many times do they release a really hyped up sneaker or a draw or a raffle on the exact same day that they release a sneaker that may not be as popular, but is available in much wider quantities? And a lot of people, because they take the L on the draw or the off-white or the Travis Scott, whatever, they go ahead and buy up whatever Nike or Jordan is also offered on the site. That's a little easier to get. Same thing with the Yeezys. If you missed out on the Cinders, here's a really nice consolation prize of the Mist 380s. But at the same time, that again is why I think that these sneakers kind of sat and didn't sell out. Plus you mix in the fact that people are still kind of wrapping their heads around 380s. If you're not a fan of the aliens, you may or may not be a fan of the Mist. You may or may not be a fan of the silhouette, but you got to give it to Kanye. At least we are getting a new silhouette in addition to them expounding and creating new colorways on the old silhouettes. I like it. So what do you guys think? Which one is your favorite? Do you guys like the 380 Mist a little bit better? Or are you guys sticking with the Cinder 350s here? Let me know down below. All right. That's pretty much it. That's all that I got about these sneakers here. Now it's time for you guys to sound off down in the comments and let me know your thoughts about the Adidas Yeezy Boost 380 Mist. Are these ones that you guys want to add to your collection? Did you guys pick up a pair of these, or are you going to wait for them to go on sale? Because I got a feeling that these might actually end up on sale. Matter of fact, if you go over to StockX right now, you might be able to pick yourself up a pair for a little bit under retail price, but don't tell anybody I said that. Either way, if they're a hard pass for you or if they're a must cop for you, sound off down in the comments. I really want to know what you guys think about these. Of course, while you're down in the comments, make sure that you click on that subscribe button so we can welcome you into the Sneaker Fetish family to make sure you don't miss out on any more heat that comes through like these, because I guarantee you, I got a lot more heat on the way. As always, I want to thank you guys for joining me here today on Sneaker Fetish, taking a look at these with me, unboxing them with me for a couple of minutes. I go by the name of Kari. This is the Adidas Yeezy Boost 380 Mist, and until next time, I'm out.